This not crooked here. I'm Dr. Lisa Palmer, Dr. Mama Bear, coming to you live from Central Florida. Hope you guys are all having a good evening, staying warm in the snow and all that good stuff. Tonight's topic is sore throats. Sick kids, not 6 kids. 6 kids will be a lot. So you can let me know, do you have 6 kids? But I'm talking about sick kids. So sick kids in successful mom tips. Hey, Amanda. I feel like my life the last month has been lots and lots of cases of sick kids. Before I caught on, I was pulling up, we have a software that allows me to stream on multiple channels to get the data out. So if you're on Facebook, say hello. If you're on Instagram, say hello. If you're joining us on the Palmer Natural Health page, say hello. If you're on my YouTube channel, say hello, Dr. Mama Bear. Hi, Alyssa. And so before I got on, I'm using the software, and a New York Times picture pops up, and the New York Times picture has all these kids with masks. So you can let me know if kids in masks infuriate. I can't even say the word. It makes me so mad. Infuriate you, right? Does it make you really, really mad to see kids in muzzles? It makes me mad. Why? Because a mask decreases your oxygen levels. You know, those of you that are teachers, I don't know how you teach with a mask on your face. You know, I work with some reading teachers. I don't know how you teach how to read or how to communicate with the mask on your face. For a long time, I got tired of seeing people like just their eyeballs, right? And so I was talking to a waitress. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, you have to be so over wearing a mask. And she goes, actually, I love it. And I'm like, why do you love it? She goes, well, before when I was a waitress, actually I had to smile at people and be nice to them. And now I can just have my resting bitch face under my mask. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So the person serving your food is actually miserable and they've been faking their face. And now that they have a mask on, they can have their resting bitch face. Like if someone tells me they have a resting bitch face, I had an employee tell me that. She was sitting at the front desk and I was like, she just looked really grumpy. And I'm like, what's happening? She goes, oh, it's my resting bitch face. I'm like, what? I go, well, in the office, we don't have resting bitch faces. If you need to like go for a walk or talk about something or whatever, I'm game, but we don't sit at the front desk handling patients with resting bitch faces. And so seeing this New York Times article that had like 5 kids with masks on their face, and it says triple pandemic is here, and they're considering the triple pandemic RSV, which is a virus, influenza, which is a virus, and COVID, which is a virus. So all of those are exosomes, meaning they're not live, they're not bacteria, they're not parasites, they're like exhausts from cells. So then why do you get sick? Well, you get sick from toxic load. And so we'll talk about that. So Shanae says the masks on kids pisses her off. I hate masks on babies. To me, it's like criminal when I want to rip the mask off the baby because masks don't work. They don't filter out viruses. They lower your oxygen level. Most masks are disgusting. If you ever see the inside of masks, it's got makeup and bacteria and they're gross. And then I see people touching their face all the time, right? Like I think people touch their face even more with a mask. And so it's not the touching your face that makes you sick. They're actually parasites that lay eggs. You touch a surface with parasite eggs and you rub your eye, you can get junk in your eye. You touch E. coli and rub your eye, you get pink eye. That's how you get pink eye. Someone pooped, they didn't wash their hands, had E. coli, you touch that surface, rub your eye, and now you have somebody's poop particles and E. coli in your eye, and that's why you get pink eye. Tiffany, let's see. So Liz says, long time no see live. Yeah, hey Liz, Massachusetts is ramping up again. So New York Times is saying, hey, triple pandemic, RSV, COVID, influenza, it's time to mask up again. Really? Like you guys are going to play, not you guys, but people are going to play this game again. So if you have a friend, share this with a friend. If they want to mask up their kids, please share this with a friend. It like hurts my soul to see there's elementary school by our house. And during the pandemic, it hurts my soul to see these tiny little cute, adorable kids walking with masks on their face. At one point, I wanted to be an elementary school teacher. Alyssa, I don't know if I ever taught you, if I ever told you that, but I wanted to be an elementary school teacher. And there's no way, like, I would have to quit because I would go like, hey, in my classroom, take off the mask. And then the administrators would probably yell at me. And then I would probably, I don't know what I would do, but I would not wear that on my face. I would not want them to wear that. It is not healthy. It does not prevent anything. Those types of masks are meant for surgeons. Why are they meant for surgeons? Well, surgeons wear masks, right? They also scrub their skin. They put on gloves. They put on clothes. They have their hair up so it doesn't like fall into an open cavity, right? So if a surgeon, who I believe is a very talented doctor, right, you have to do a lot of school and a lot of years in residency and be very, very good. And so there's some people that think as a holistic doctor that I do not like medical doctors. I have medical doctor friends, and I really extremely have respect for surgeons. Like, it is amazing that you can cut open a person's sternum and work on a heart while it's still beating, sew everything back together, and the person doesn't die. Like, that is amazing to me. Like, I'm amazed. Or someone can have a major fracture. So one of my friends broke her leg and shattered the bone. So it is amazing to me that a surgeon could put all that back together and that person can walk again. That's freaking amazing, right? And so when a surgeon's cutting open a body or cutting open a leg or cutting open your brain, cutting open whatever, they wear a mask so they don't get spit in, like they're not talking and spit doesn't fall into your open body. Also, you don't want blood and body fluids and pieces of whatever flying into the surgeon's mouth. There are bloodborne illnesses that if you eat someone else's bodily fluids by mistake, you can get sick. So the surgeon protects themselves with the mask so they don't get boogers in the patient, they don't get spit in the patient, and then the patient's bodily fluids don't fly into the surgeon's mouth. That is why. They wear goggles because so they don't have eyelashes fall into the patient and they don't have bodily fluids like blood and other stuff fly in their eyes. Same type of thing. They wear scrubs and then they might wear a suit on top of that, depending on the type of surgery. So the bodily fluids from the patient do not stain their clothes and blood doesn't soak into their material, which touches their skin. That is why that is. If you look at, I can't even say his name without like being sick, Dr. Anthony Fauci, he said masks don't work. And then he said do one mask. And then he said two masks. And then he did several layers of masks. And then he retracted that. So like the experts as well, right? Like, ugh. So, anyways, I'm seeing the last month, I feel like all I've worked on is sick kids, sick parents, sick. Robin says masks make me want to cry. I agree. She says kids at her son's school were wearing masks today, and a few teachers like, why are we doing this, guys? It's not even official winter. It's winter, I believe, is the 20th or the 21st of December. Winter is not even officially here, and this is already happening. Tiffany says they just did another plan. Dem tabletop exercise called catastrophic contagion back in October. That's going to affect children and young adults. Yeah. What did Alyssa say that was funny? I didn't see. Let's see. So then why? You might ask the question, then what do you do? Like, what do you do if people are getting sore throats? So a drainage in the back of the throat means that there has been something that inflamed the throat, right? If your throat is sore and it's red, it is inflamed. So they can say that you have epiglottitis. I can't speak English today. I had a patient last week. He was diagnosed with stomitis. Itis is, Chris, I thought Junior Mint Seinfeld exactly, with the open body and the mint falling into the body. That is exactly what I thought. So I don't know if that's why you guys were laughing, but yeah, I thought Junior Mints. from the Seinfeld episode. If you haven't seen the Seinfeld episode with Junior Mints, it is really funny. And we can all use a lot more laughter right now. So, itis means inflammation. So if you have inflammation in your throat, there's a cause to that. And we want to find what the cause is. So what do we find? In quantum nutrition, we're looking at what could be causing the problem. Perhaps it's a chemical exposure. So there's been a lot of things sprayed over us, right? I've had a couple patients today test for herbicides. What's an herbicide? Well, it's a chemical that's sprayed on plants to kill plants. Well, where would you find that? Well, if you live in a homeowners association, part of your homeowners association fees goes to a landscaping company that sprays chemicals all over your yard so it stays pretty. But those chemicals cause cancer, have been proven in court to cause non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And if it's in your air, you breathe it. It can get into the throat, make the throat sore. If it's on your grass and your kid is walking barefoot in the grass, it can enter the feet. If your dog, most dogs that I know go to the bathroom in the grass, so your dog has fur, goes to the grass. A lot of dogs have like rashes on their paws, or they bite their paws. A lot of times I've seen that it's from chemicals in the grass. And so the vet might say, oh, your dog's allergic. Yeah, your dog's allergic to bad chemicals, and it's trying to get the chemicals off their paws, but then they lick their paws. So then they're eating the pesticides. The pesticides and herbicides build up in your dog's liver, and then they have issues. And so the sore throat can be from chemicals. The sore throat can be from toxic metals in our water supply, toxic metals in our food supply, toxic metals in the medications that you're taking. So the majority of pharmaceutical medications have toxic metals and chemicals in them. That's what they're made out of. And so that can cause a sore throat. It can be sugar. So sugar decreases the immune system. It decreases immune system function. And so for the last month, I've been seeing this. So a month ago, what was it? It was like Thanksgiving. And a month ago or so before that was Halloween. So the minute Halloween hits, people just eat so much candy and cookies, and they're celebrating and all that. And so sugar decreases immune system function. So these kids are getting sore throats. Some of them are getting congested. They have cough. Some of them are getting high fevers. And so there's two things I'm seeing lately. One is like the sore throat, congestion, cough track, and the other one is the puke your guts out track. They're both not good, right? But it's their symptoms. They're symptoms of being sick. And so the body has symptoms. You don't just get sick for no reason, right? You don't just wake up and you're sick there's a cause. So it could be chemicals. It could be metals. Those toxins suppress the immune system. They suppress the immune system, and they allow opportunistic bugs to enter. So perhaps the puking people have picked up parasites, and now they have a stomach bug. Why do they call it a stomach bug? Because it could be a parasite negatively affecting the digestive tract, causing inflammation in the stomach, in the esophagus, in the intestines, causing diarrhea, causing constipation, causing nausea, causing vomiting. I mean, it's crazy. So Tiffany's saying, oh my goodness, we have vendors that are sending gifts to our office at work. Everything's sugar, 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 sugar. Yeah. So if you work with my office, we'll refer people to certain dentists in the area, or for x-rays or for MRI. Sometimes on the holidays, people want to thank us. And the people that really know our office know not to send us junk. If you come to my office with a thing of donuts, I will throw them in the trash. I will first say, hey, we don't eat that, so thank you, but no thank you, which some people consider rude. But is it rude to accept it and throw it in the trash? Or is it better to say, no, thank you, we don't eat that, and then give it back to them? I don't know. Is that rude? You guys tell me. Is that rude? Am I being rude when someone gives me junk food, cookies, candies, ice cream, donuts, and I give it back to them? Is that rude? Am I a bad person by not accepting their gift? I use it as a teaching moment. I say, hey, we don't eat that. Patients know that. They don't bring me junk. But yeah, we had a dentist. So this was crazy. We had a holistic dentist that we were referring to, and he would send us candy. And I'm like, you're a dentist. why are you sending us candy? Like, why are you sending us candy or chocolate covered strawberries? Like, why? And we would refer them patients for amalgam removal to get the mercury out of the mouth. And I'm like, you're a dentist and you want to thank me for the referrals, which I guess is kind, but you're going to do it by sending me junk? Like, ah. But Tiffany, you're right. So a lot of vendors, a lot of businesses, I get all these magazines where, I can thank people by shipping them candy, cookies, ice cream. Well, maybe not ice cream, candy, cookies, cakes, just junk, alcohol. Like that, it's just a mess. Why do we as a population have to celebrate with sugar? I think back in the day, when sugar first came out. So Florida, you may not know this, but Florida has a lot of sugar farmers. And there's actually lobbyists for our sugar production here in Florida. To the point where last time I checked, I think sugar was our number one crop in Florida. You would think it'd be oranges, or you might think actually we're a high producer of beef as well. Most people think the biggest beef producer is Texas. Actually, it's Florida. And so sugar, why sugar? Because the average adult eats 150 pounds of sugar a year, 150 pounds. And so if you look at the big sugar bags, I don't remember, they're either 3-pound bags of sugar or 5-pound bags of sugar. And when Jason and I got married, I'm like, well, I guess we need a wedding cake, but I don't really want to eat cake. And it wasn't really cool to have other things instead of a wedding cake then. And, I wanted to have like a traditional wedding or whatever. So one of my patients made wedding cakes. And I'm like, okay. So she goes, well, if you buy me the supplies, then it'll be cheaper for me to make the cake and you just pay me for my design. I'm like, all right, that sounds good. And so I had to like buy 10 or 15-pound bags, 3-pound bag. I think it was 3-pound bags of sugar for my wedding cake. And my wedding cake was like, I think it was like a 3-tier wedding cake. It wasn't crazy big. I think we had like 100 people at our wedding. And I'm like, 10 bags of sugar, like 30, say they're 3-pound bags, 30 pounds of sugar are going in this cake? Like, are you kidding me? Like, how about a cup of sugar? And it was so oversweet. It was pretty. It was so oversweet. I didn't even want to eat it. I smushed it in Jason's face. Yes, I did that. So you guys can tell me, were you kind to your husband? Why is eating with your hands rude, but on a wedding you can take the cake in your hands and smush it in someone's face and that's okay? I don't know. We have weird traditions. So let's see. Yolanda says, we don't accept in our office. I use the moment to educate. So yep, Yolanda, that's what I do. Robin says, gift giving should be about the receiver. So it is rude to not think of what you would like. Thank you, Robin. Robin gives the best gifts. Nikki says, I have vendor reps that have learned that I don't eat junk, and now they bring me gift cards and other non-junk gifts. Yep. So we did have a vendor who knew that I would turn their donuts back. So she started bringing us, she's like, well, what should I bring you? I'm like, you don't have to bring me anything. Well, I want to bring you something. Okay, bring us flowers. I'm like, I'll take flowers, right? Those are pretty. And then one of them was doing like edible arrangements. It's a lot of fruit. But it's better than sugar. Robin says, too many carbs in sugar. Yes, too many carbs and sugar in cake. I totally agree. So these kids started eating sugar in Halloween. They've been having all these celebrations. I don't know. I don't understand why schools give kids sugar. Like I've seen at little kid birthday parties, all the kids are having fun and all the kids are playing and all the kids are enjoying each other. The cake comes out, they eat the cake, they have a sugar rush, and now the kids are fighting and crying. I don't know if you've ever seen that at a birthday party. Why do we do this? Like, wouldn't you want to, if you were school, want to make sure that the kids have proper nutrition so they can pay attention in class? And so sometimes I'm at seminars and they put out like a platter of cookies for the docs. And I'm like, why are you guys putting out cookies? Your doctors are all going to fall asleep because of the sugar rush. And so one of the seminars that I go to, I love them because they put out protein. So they'll put out some different types of meats. They'll put out cheeses. They put out nuts with protein. And I'm so proud of them. They do such a great job. It's the Business Academy. It's a chiropractic consulting firm. I really appreciate them because they're putting out healthy snacks, and that's amazing. So if you're looking to help have healthy kids, look at what they're consuming, teach them, right? So my daughter will read a label and she'll say, yeah, mommy, that has sugar, or no, mommy, that doesn't have sugar, or Can I have a popsicle? So a treat for her is we get organic popsicles. So if she's had dinner, she just asked me, hey, can I have a popsicle? Sure. And it's fruit juice. There's no added sugar. It's organic. It doesn't have fake colors and dyes. And okay, good. She has a treat, right? The other thing that we're seeing a lot of is the phenomenon of shedding. So shedding doesn't mean hair's coming out of your head or your dog made a mess on the floor. When I say shedding, I'm talking about the response that happens when somebody is recently experimented on with an injection, right? And what is happening is when somebody has a recent injection of COVID-1, COVID-2, booster 1, booster 2, booster 3, influenza, whatever, shingles, or whatever the case may be, there are phenomena that come out of that person's pores. So you have detox systems in your body. Your kidneys detox, your liver detoxes, your lungs detox, and so does your skin. And so if someone is, I'm trying to use my words carefully so I can still educate on this platform, but if someone has different chemicals and metals that are inserted, how's that? Inserted into the body doesn't like that. It aggravates the immune system. It can cause an inflammatory reaction. So the body, trying to protect us, will actually try to push that out. So you might see someone coughing. You might see a rash. You might see somebody with a temperature. That's the body's trying to get rid of that. It seems the detox pathways are utilized. And so if someone has bodily fluids like sweat, more of those unfavorables from that experiment are released. Recently, I've seen multiple cases where someone is in a gym environment and the person's sweating. They have their towel because they want to be a responsible gym attendee. They place their towel on the treadmill. They place their towel on the gym floor. They place the towel wherever. They pick their towel up, and whoever had sweated before them, the spike proteins from those inserted chemicals are on that, and then they wipe their face, and now they transferred that to themselves, or they touched a sweaty person or body fluids or the like, right? And so we're seeing so many kids have this coughing type of coughing, high fever, congestion, fatigue type thing. And so what do you do? Like, what do you do with that? I can tell you dairy will make detox channels clogged up. It causes more mucus production. So one thing you can do is do less dairy or cut out dairy. I can tell you water with lemon. I actually need to get some more lemons from my tree. Water with lemon. The vitamin C in lemon is very beneficial. The acid in lemon can help cut and break up congestion. So that's good. Supplements such as this, Algerco. So this is Algerco. Algerco from MediHerb. Algerco has herbs in it like albizia, Chinese skullcap, and black cumin seed. And albizia is really good at drying up mucus. And so one time my daughter was flying, and I don't remember how we had Algerco with us. And so her ears were having trouble. So what she did, she's like, Mommy, I need Algerco. I'm like, I am very impressed. She just walked in. I'm very impressed with her supplement knowledge.
I said that.
Well, come tell them if you want to be.
I didn't say, Mommy, I need Algerco. Oh. I said, Mommy, my ears are plugged and they hurt.
Mm-hmm. And so then what happened?
You gave me Algerco.
I gave you Algerco. And it worked. Yeah. So it worked with her ears. So her ears were not clearing properly, which can happen if there's congestion in there. And she took Algerco and boom, her ears cleared.
But it was right at the end of the flight.
It was at the end of the flight. Yeah. What are you drinking?
Spindrift sparkling water, real squeeze fruit, and it's raspberry lime.
Raspberry lime. And what's the label look like on that?
Oh, sorry, guys.
What's the label look like on that? Is there anything bad in it?
Ow, you hit my butt. No, it just says carbonated water, raspberry pure, and lime juice.
Raspberry what?
Pure.
It's a raspberry pure. Here, let me help you with that word. So Leah knows how to read labels, which is awesome, but I think we're having trouble with one of the words. Raspberry puree. What's a puree?
Oh, puree.
Puree.
I almost had it.
So puree means like squished raspberries. You're showing them the label. So is that a good label? Is there sugar in that?
No.
No, so no sugar. So my daughter loves carbonated water. On special occasions, she is allowed to have them. Otherwise, she'll drink carbonated water every meal, all day long. And so, yeah, Spindrift, that is a clean label with no sugar, no artificial sweeteners, no colors. So that's awesome.
And I love this one because it has like the lime, but it's not too sour. And then it has the raspberry, but there's no rotten raspberries.
Rotten raspberries? Can I try it?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to share with me?
And then it has the bubble at the end.
I don't like sparkling water. I always try it, but I actually, you wiping off my lipstick?
Yes.
The raspberry puree is actually nice. So that's that.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's refreshing.
It is refreshing. So there you go. So that would be a healthier.
And it was just in the fridge.
Nice. So that's a healthier alternative to soda, Mountain Dew, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, sweet tea, you know. So if you're looking to reduce sugar, that would be an option. So Spindrift. She also likes Waterloo. She also likes.
So it's water and then L-O-O.
Yeah, that's how you spell Waterloo. Water, L-O-O. So Kathy's saying glass instead of aluminum. Yes. So ideally, this is a glass sparkling water over aluminum cans. I totally agree with you, Kathy. Okay. Robin's saying lemon essential oils can help detoxify. That is true. You can help clear out the liver. And so successful mom tips. So lemon water. When Leah got shitted on, she had some organic popsicles. What? You didn't like when that happened? We did a lot of lemon water, so I'd make a water bottle for her and she would drink.
And at one point, I think Daddy either put the key lime or whatever it was in our what is it called? In our water that he
the water distiller.
Yeah, the water that he already distilled. But I don't know if he did that or I just drank so much that I started tasting it. But I went to get some clean water from there and it tasted like key lime. And I got like several glasses and I'm like, Mommy, it's not going away.
Yeah, so I think one of our trees is actually a key lime tree. And so it is a different taste than lemon. So she's telling you about the key lime versus the lemon. So yeah, so you can
I mean, it didn't taste bad, but it
wasn't lemon. Yeah, so you could put lemon, you could put lime, you could put grapefruit, you could put orange. So that really helps. Robin is awesome with essential oils. And so she taught me about the eucalyptus essential oil. And so we diffused essential oils for her to break up congestion. She took lots of naps. So lots and lots of naps.
Whenever I got tired, I couldn't keep my eyes open.
She was sleepy. So I definitely knew, she wasn't feeling 100% with taking all the naps. Now you're doing awesome, right? What else did we do?
Like if I get sleepy, which really never happens, I don't go to sleep because I'm totally past that.
So did you decide?
So in 1 or 2 minutes, my body is through it.
Yeah. So Nikki's asking what are the symptoms of kids getting shedded on? Is exactly
nothing good.
Yeah, is exactly what we're describing. So so kids getting shed on, sore throats, fevers, cough.
Oh,
they said cough at the same time, fatigue. So she was wanting to take a nap, and you haven't taken naps since you were 2?
3 or 2.
3 or 2. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? And then I tested using quantum nutrition testing and found out, oh yeah, Leah got shedded on.
I usually only take naps if I'm not feeling good.
Yeah, I haven't seen you take a nap in forever.
Like maybe like at night or something.
Or you go to
like,
bed at night.
Still, though.
Are you crashing my live?
But I like the only nappish thing I do is when it's like a Saturday or Sunday morning and I sleep a little late.
Okay, well, you're growing, so you can definitely
Still.
have extra rest. There's nothing wrong with extra rest. So, so the successful actions for mom tips, the citrus water, cutting out dairy, definitely cutting out sugar, getting fluids in, clear broth soup. So Leah really likes homemade chicken soup.
And like the chicken soup or like
Mhm.
any kind of that broth. Oh, sorry. The light was flickering.
That lamp is flickering, huh?
Yeah. Anyway. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. This lamp's acting up. My ceiling light went out today. Then the lamp's acting up. I guess we're gonna have to change the light bulbs. Yeah. So what else?
Hopefully
What
Daddy
else do you
has
like
some extra ones.
that I do when you don't feel well? So we
Oh
do
my
chiropractic.
gosh. Just stop it.
We do chiropractic.
It smells weird in here.
We do chiropractic.
Oh yeah.
Right? Mommy adjusts you. We do quantum nutrition testing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that light bulb's going. It's okay. And then the Young Living's chest rub. So you like that? That really helped you.
Throat spray.
Throat spray tone. So from Energetics Throat Spray Tone, anything that's a tone helps to break up congestion, but also helps
Relax
the coat.
tone.
Yeah.
Feel. Oh,
Go ahead.
no. I was gonna say feel the flowers. But that's
You were on
not.
Fields of Flowers. So a lot of kids get kind of stressed out when they don't feel good too. So Fields of Flowers from Energetics can help too.
I'm almost out.
You can get more. And then Leah does not like cough drops.
No, especially not these ones. Every one I eat, it's ugly.
Yeah, so she doesn't like the Thieves Young Living
You
cough
tried
drop.
to trick me.
I didn't try to trick you. You liked it at one point, but
No,
she
I
does not
didn't.
like it at all.
No, I never liked it.
Yes, you did like it.
Yeah, because that was a different brand.
So I actually found a cough drop that's Slippery Elm, and you like that one, right?
Oh yeah, that one wasn't Thieves though.
No, it wasn't Thieves. So it was a different brand.
Wait, was that the elderberry one?
No.
Oh.
Yep.
There was also an elderberry one, and like it was like I think there was like between like too much sour and too much sweet, because like at one point, like in one point of the one cough drop, it didn't taste good anymore.
Yeah.
Like I shivered. It was so bad.
You shivered. It was so bad. Wow.
Like those, those shivers where you're like,
Yeah, I got you. So anyways, so hopefully that helps you, gives you some tips on sore throats, on shedding and sick kids. Oh no, we lost her. Oh, it came back on. This light bulb's going.
Yeah, like
there it goes. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And successful mom tips. If you need help with
okay, why don't we just turn this off?
Because it gets really dark without it on. If you need help with
it's about to
improving your health,
anyway.
if you need help with sore throats, if you need help with figuring out your next step in your positive health journey, then reach out to us. I would love to help you. I'm Dr. Lisa Palmer.
Leah Nadine and Spindrift Galore.
Yeah. And this has been
another day on Homeschool Live.
It's not Homeschool Live. You crashed my Facebook Live. You stinker. And then if you want to see us do a show together, we do our we do Homeschool Live tomorrow. What's the topic?
Well, I'm going to be finishing the Santa, so I'm probably going to bring that on Homeschool.
So we've been doing Christmas crafts. So you can tune in with us tomorrow, which
tomorrow
is Wednesday.
Is a chocolate theme.
Tomorrow, which is Wednesday, on Homeschool Live.
I have no clue what we're going to be doing, but guess what? You'll have to find out.
I guess so. Okay, good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.